Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to RCE Gaming. In today's video, I'm trying something brand new. I'm trying a brand new series, or at least testing it out, testing the water. And this is going to be if it works out, a series where I listen or watch everything of one series or artist, and then I do a tier list of it. Hence the name of this video. I listen to every Blackpink song, so you don't have to. Now, basically what it's going to be, I'm going to talk about, do the intro, and then I'm going to turn off the camera, go listen to the song, and then come back, talk a little bit about it, and then I will sort it into our categories. So let me show you those now. So our categories are, at the very top, Actually Perfect. Second highest, Screaming the lyrics while going 100 miles an hour plus. Next up, Certified Banger. I mean, it's alright. I like parts. I'm finna skip. And then the heartbroken emoji. You can see I have all of the songs here. If you're wondering why some of them have different logos, it's because I just kind of pulled this and then I inserted the ones that were missing. These are all in, the songs themselves, the main group songs are all in order from when they are released. And then the solo songs are grouped up based on which of the girls released them. And so, I mean, I don't see any other reason to not jump right into the first song, Whistle.
Hey boy, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb.
Okay, so upon just listening to Whistle, I very much enjoyed that song. It's definitely not their greatest work, but for a debut single or a debut song, or even just an early song in general, it is a very enjoyable listen. I really like how, like, with these type of headphones, or headphones that are very, like, bass heavy, you really feel the lower, heavier notes in there. It has this kind of strange acoustic, country-esque twang to it a little bit, with the acoustic guitar throughout. All around, I mean, I'm very impressed, because a lot of the time whenever you have these debut songs, they're a little bit, I mean, it's not in the same genre, but I mean, I look at bands like Slipknot or Avenged Sevenfold, where the first thing they release is kind of just like, okay, there's a skeleton here, and as the band goes on, they kind of find their footing. This, it felt like I put it in the kind of the same category as like Linkin Park, where they came out of the gate and they just immediately swung and they hit an absolute home run with the song and production side of things. It is for this reason that I'm gonna put Whistle, their debut, in the Certified Banger tier. Don't really have any real complaints about it. It's very easy listening, and I mean, it's just a great song. So yeah, let's go on to Boombayah.
Blackpink in your area, Blackpink in your area. Being a bad girl, I know I am.
Okay, so next up, their second first release song right after Whistle is Boombayah. This is, I would say, their first step into what would kind of become the band's sound, or the group sound. It's very bass heavy, has that very, like, iconic kind of Blackpink flow to it. I think this is the first time we actually, like, got a full-on, like, dedicated rap from Lisa. Jennie had a little bit of a rap in there. I mean, everything about it is objectively very well done. But, because this was their first time kind of delving into that Blackpink sound, with the heavy bass, like I said, the very catchy, almost instrumental chorus, and like that big chant feel, I do think it kind of misses the mark ever so slightly. I do think it's a weaker song than Whistle, just because it doesn't have as much of that personal identity yet. It hasn't found its footing in the sound. But, I mean, all around, it is still a very impressive song for the time period it came out in. It's still a very fun song to listen to. It gets your foot bouncing, and by the end, you are going to want to, like, kind of move along with it. And I think that's what's most important about it. Is it one of their best songs? I don't think so. I do like the entire song. There's nothing in it that I'm like, ooh, I wish that kind of would have been swapped up a bit. But, I mean, I think it's fair, because this is one of their first songs, and it's not bad. I'm going to put it in the, I mean, it's alright tier. It's nothing bad. It's nothing against the song. I do think it's a fantastic listen. But at the same time, I'm not 100% sold on the sound it went for. Okay, so Playing with Fire is a song that I actually really enjoy. I love the more chill sound to it, even though it isn't as fast-paced or as heavy in like the bass department as Boombayah or Whistle. It still has this really nice, kind of chill, yet still really meaningful tone to it. And I mean, I think this was the first song where the vocal performances of all of the members really just shined. Like, it really just, this was less about, look, we are a spectacle, we are breaking into the scene, and we're doing it with a passion. And this was much more of that, like, we can still have our sound with the pounding, the like stomping bass, and that like really catchy, the bum bum ba da ba bum bum, like that really catchy like lead work, but we can bring it back, and we have more depth to us, then we will get the energy of the room pumping. And I think that is such an incredible thing that they were able to do with this song, that it almost makes me want to put this in a really high tier, because not only did they knock this song out of the park, but this was them trying something new that they had not done yet in their career. Which, I mean, it's a very bold move when you release two super high-paced songs, or super fast-paced songs, and then you bring it back with not only just this one, but the song that follows this, both being very chill and laid back. Honestly, I'm going to put this song in the top of Certified Banger above Whistle. I think it works so well, and I enjoy listening to it more than those original songs because of that. So, if what I said about Playing with Fire is that they took a drastic change, a drastically different approach to their sound, while maintaining the essence of it, Stay is them completely stripping their sound away and bringing it back down to just that guitar and just a little bit of extra production. And, I mean, you can look at my arm. I have chills all the way down it, just because of how beautiful this song is. Honestly, I don't have a single complaint about the entire song. I mean, the guitar tone and everything, the way it's programmed in, or like adjusted with the panning, and like how deep that guitar feels, especially at the start of that song. It just engulfs you into the music, and it is such a beautiful sound. Genuinely, I mean, that is the only word I can use to describe this song, is beautiful. It's a very pretty and very impactful song, and I mean, I don't think that anything could be changed about this to make it better than it is. I mean, everything about it is just fantastic. The vocal performances are gorgeous. In particular, Rosé's performance is drop dead incredible. And I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm going. You can disagree all you want, but I'm putting Stay in the absolutely perfect tier. This is one of the group's best songs, and I will stand by that. This is an incredible song with some incredible instrumentation.
Hey boy, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb.
Okay, so the acoustic cover of Whistle is, once again, it's very well done, but I don't particularly know if I would go back to it, you know? It's a song that, while the original had that kind of acoustic country influence, I feel like once you take away the production, the bass, the other aspects of that song that made it so special, I feel like it ends up just kind of being alright. I don't really have much to say about the production side of things because there really isn't any. It's just like one or two acoustic guitars with the vocals. That's really all it is. There's some nice backing vocals that were kind of added in there for the sake of filling out the sound, but in all honesty, I don't really see this as one of the outstanding parts. I feel like the chorus is very iffy in it. It kind of disrupts the flow, and I don't think it works as good in an acoustic setting. So, I mean, this is going to be the lowest rating we have so far, but not for fault of the performance. Just, I do not know if this is that great of a song when translated into an acoustic version. That's why I am going to be slotting it into the I like parts category. As If It's Your Last is what I believe to be everything that Boombayah set up with the classic Blackpink sound, brought into a much, much more refined and well-executed form. Not to say that Boombayah was not well executed, but it laid down the groundwork. That was what put down the foundation for everything else to be built upon. And As If It's Your Last is what I believe to be the song that perfected the Blackpink sound. Now, I know it's weird to say that they perfected it on their second go, but they really did. Everything about this song is so well executed, it's well written, it's very catchy. Each of the members has an evenly distributed amount of like time in the spotlight, and it even had like a decent amount of like that English lyricism with Lisu's, I'm combining members now, Lisa's entire rap pretty much being in English. And I mean, there's so many points where you just want to like dance around to, bob your head, move your arms, do a little shoulder thing, maybe even walk down the streets doing the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 dance while listening to the song. But I mean, I think this was the moment where Blackpink showed, hey, we are here and we're here to stay. And coming off of a 3-song, like a 3-chill song period, I think this was the perfect way to show, hey, we are the next generation. And I mean, for that reason, I'm going to be putting this in the screaming the lyrics while going 100 miles an hour tier, because I already be doing that. So yeah.
Blackpink.
Do is what I would argue to be the Blackpink song. Like, whenever you ask somebody what song, name the first Blackpink song that comes to mind, it's probably going to be Do. But on the other side of that, I'm not a big fan of it. I absolutely understand. I understand the appeal of it. I completely understand everything about that. But I don't know. The song itself just doesn't really speak to me much. The chorus is very catchy. I very much enjoyed that. And I absolutely adore the last 30 seconds of it when it starts to get into that kind of EDM, EDM light breakdown type thing, where the instrumentation gets more sporadic and bouncy. But up to that point, I'm just not a huge fan of it. Also on Spotify, and I noticed it on Apple Music, there's a very, very high-pitched sound kind of off in the background, really over on this side, that persists very annoyingly throughout the song and kind of drains on me. I mean, it's definitely not a bad song, not even close. It's an objectively amazingly written song. All the vocal performances are great, the instrumentation is really good, but I feel like it's a little too comfortable with what it had, so it didn't really try to push itself at any part of the song. I mean, it's definitely a good listen. I do enjoy listening to it, but it doesn't have that moment where I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's all pretty stagnant. So, I mean, for that reason, it's going to go into the, it's alright category. It's nothing special, but it's not bad at all.
Just stay. 지금 이 시간을 멈춘 채 너와 함께라면 난 I could die in this moment.
Forever Young is a song that is very interesting to me because it has all the moments that make a fantastic song. And I mean, it is a great song. I really much enjoy it. There's a lot of really good portions of it, but it feels very weird to me, and I'm not exactly sure how to say it. It's a very interesting song. It's very high, very fast-paced, very bouncy. It has a good feel to it, but at the same time, it feels a little disjointed, especially when it comes to the ending. It fits the song, but it's a little out of left field. I'm being very negative about this. I really like the instrumentation. It's right on par with about do when it comes to instrumentation and how the feels of it. But I definitely do enjoy this one more, just because there's more here that hooks me. I just really enjoy it. I really do enjoy the ending. There's a couple portions in there that really do tickle my brain in a good way. And yeah, I just enjoy it, but I don't have a lot to say about it. It's just your average Blackpink song. For that reason, I'm probably going to put it in the bottom of Certified Banger, right below Whistle. It's a song that I'll definitely go back to, but it isn't a song that, I crave to listen to.
If you really, really love me, 말해줘. 나 없이 하루도 버틸 수 없다고. Really, 집착할 만큼 원한다고.
Really is a very good song. It's very basic, not basic, but it's very much a Blackpink song, which is kind of what I've been saying about the other two songs that came before this on the EP. It's very much just, this is your baseline Blackpink album or song. So far this has been my favorite off the EP, but it's definitely nothing super special. It's not an As If It's Your Last, it's not Stay, it's nothing of that level of quality, and it's definitely not you won't listen to it and it'll blow your mind or whatever. Instrumentation wise, I think this is my favorite one so far. It had a little bit of those kind of switch ups that I enjoy. The two rap portions with Lisa were both really good and very fun to listen to. There was one one sustained high note from, I believe, Rose. And that was very pleasant. Yeah, it was definitely good. I definitely enjoyed it, but it's a song that I definitely would not search out going back to. For that, I'm putting it right above Forever Young in the certified banger tier. But other than that, don't have a lot to say about it. See You Later is easily my favorite song on this album. It's the one that I feel has the most personality to it, with the guitar at the start, the kind of slow middle portion, and the before the final chorus. And I just really feel like this has the most personality of all of these songs. Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy personally. I think it's very fun to listen to. It has a bouncy atmosphere to it. I think my favorite thing about it actually is the little ad libs after some of the lines, like the ew or ha ha that are in the background, which is really entertaining. It keeps the song very interesting when you listen to it or you read the lyrics. It's a very fun song. It's something I could definitely see myself like kind of singing along to, like kind of bobbing my head with. Yeah, it's very enjoyable. I really do enjoy it a lot. It's easily the best one on here, and for that reason, I'm going to put it right below Playing with Fire in the Certified Bangers tier of the tier list. Our first collaboration on the list is Kiss and Make Up by Dua Lipa featuring Blackpink. And this is a really good song, actually. It is much more of a Dua Lipa song than it is a Blackpink song, having much more of her, like, composing flair to it. Doesn't have as heavy as a bass, but it has a very fun little, like, groove throughout. It's a little repetitive with the instrumentation, which, I mean, is fine. That's to be expected with this genre of pop song. But it's a very enjoyable listen. It's definitely something that's very, very chill, and it's nice to hear Blackpink in this situation, or in this sound, where, like, their vocals are very prominent. And I mean, Jisoo has some beautiful vocalizations in there. Rose steals the show once again. Lisa's performance on some of the lines is really good. But yeah, it's just a really, really fun song. And I mean, for the first collaboration, I think this is the first collaboration that Blackpink did with somebody. They definitely did do a very good job, and they gave it their all with what they were given. So yeah, I honestly think that I'm going to put this in the middle of the Certified Banger tier. I know that tier is getting a little bit oversaturated, but I mean, there's nothing. These songs are all objectively pretty good. So that's where that's going to live. Kill This Love. Oh boy, this is a fantastic song. Fantastic. After the kind of, like, it's pretty good tier that we've been in, oh my gosh, Kill This Love is so good. This song is just absolutely banging throughout. The bass throughout it is just very, like, vibraty tone that is super good. Like, it makes your headphones shake a little bit. This has a lot more of that rap focus in the first half of the song, which is a really nice change of pace from the much more melodic singing focus that they had for the previous EP. And kind of since the start, they had more focus on the singing. This song was a nice change of pace with a bit more focus on the rap side of things, with raps coming from both Jinny and Lisa in this song. It's a really catchy song, something that you can absolutely sing along to, especially the ra-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. That is a very catchy vocal line, and it's something that will easily get stuck in your head. I mean, I cannot stop singing this song's praises. It is an absolute shining highlight after the kind of okay stuff that we've been listening to for the past EP. So, I mean, I think for that reason, I'm gonna put this in the same tier as If It's Your Last, and probably even higher than that.
잠깐 누가 시간을 좀 멈춰봐. 뭔가 그게 어긋난 걸 난 느껴. 애써.
Don't Know What to Do was a surprising highlight of their discography. I mean, everything about it was absolutely fantastically produced. It was beautifully sang. I mean, the first chorus, the performance Rose gives on those high notes, followed by when all of the harmonization on the three U's hits. I mean, I have not felt chills that hard on my arms since Stay, which was quite a while ago. This song is one that I don't hear being talked about a lot, actually. But, I mean, the vocal performances was really good. This felt like a very big return to form after the four songs off of the previous EP. This felt like a huge return to form in terms of the feeling of passion, heart, and soul in the vocals. I'm honestly tempted to put this into the actually perfect tier, but for right now, I think I'm going to put this in right above Kill This Love in the second highest tier, but that might change in a bit.
결론이 뭔데 또 그래서 어쩌겠던 건데 I break your heart never ask for much 애써 노력 따윈만 쉽게 뱉은 말.
Kick It. That song started out a little bit slow. It started out a little bit underwhelming, but the thing about it is it kept building as the song went on. And by the end, I was very much vibing with it. I was kind of bobbing my head a bit. I definitely did enjoy this a lot more than I thought I would at the start. Honestly, this song makes me want to shift a couple of the stuff on my tier list down a bit, just because I feel like this quality is I've been a little bit too generous to some songs, not in a bad way, just in terms of the overall quality. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move Forever Young and Really down to the I Mean It's Alright tier, and then Kick It will go right below Whistle. So that is what I'm doing.
시원한 바람 부는 창가에 앉아 먼 하늘 바라보며 너를 그려 난
Hope Not. I don't have a lot to say about that one. It was good, but I don't know. it didn't really tickle my fancy as much as I was really hoping for, because I've been really enjoying this batch of songs this time around. I mean, all 3 of the songs so far have been in pretty high tiers, but this one really just didn't stand out as much to me. It was definitely nothing bad. It was nothing bad about it. There's nothing wrong about it. It's not a song that I see myself really going back to, or like, I mean, if I'm listening to a playlist, and if I'm not in the correct mood for the song, I definitely, out of all of the songs so far, I can definitely see myself skipping this one the most. So it pains me to do this, but I'm going to have to put this one in the I'm finna skip tier, just because there wasn't as much that really hooked me in this song.
Blackpink 착한 얼굴에 그렇지 못한 태도 간녀린 몸에
Do remix off of this album. Fantastic. I enjoy this so much more than the original version, mainly just because I'm an absolute sucker for the EDM genre. I mean, I adore it. I love super bass heavy music, and this has very heavy bass in the drops. It replaces the chorus with this really heavy EDM filled like drop. It's nothing crazy. It's not like Skrillex or like Sylvan King level absurdity, and there's no like waka was or screes, but there is a lot of that really heavy like with the super hard bass. It makes for a very enjoyable experience, especially at the very end, where like tones down all the production but maintains the like heavy bass. It gives this really cool effect as it fades its way out. I very much enjoy this remix of Do 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 Do. I think it's far superior to the original version, and I adore everything about this remix. And honestly, I'm going to do something crazy here, and I'm going to put the remix in the screaming the lyrics at 100 miles an hour category.
sour candy.
Sour Candy, Lady Gaga featuring Blackpink. That's a really good song. I've always enjoyed Lady Gaga's music. I think it has a very nice sound to it. It's very easy to listen to. This song in particular, it's a little short for my taste. I do prefer a bit of longer songs, stuff that you really get to spend time with. So this song only being about 2 minutes and 30 seconds is a little bit of a turnoff for me. In terms of like Blackpink's inclusion, they really just have like 2 parts, which aren't very noteworthy. They're there, they serve their purpose. The song itself, I mean, it does what it needs to. It's a fun listen. Do I have the urge to listen to it over and over and over again, like all day long? No, not even close. But I mean, I think it's fair because there are really good parts of it. I do enjoy Lady Gaga, just as a whole. I think it's fair to put it at the bottom of the I mean it's alright tier, because that's just what I feel. It's alright.
Blackpink in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 치아까지.
How You Like That, the sister song to Kill This Love, in my opinion. Both have a very similar vibe, very similar feels to them. And How You Like That is an absolute banger. It's a song that it's a very hype-filled song. It really gets you going. Has that like pounding bass in it. You really feel the energy when that song comes on, and I really enjoyed that part about it. In total, I don't feel like any singular members stole the show on this song. I feel like they all served their roles beautifully. They all did their thing, and they all did it well. Instrumentation wise, the bass is definitely back in this song. The bass is very heavy. It's very much that same headphone vibrating bass that you got a lot on like Boom Ba Ya, Whistle, and even a little bit of Kill This Love. I definitely really enjoy this song. It's a definite highlight. It's a great way to actually start off this first full-length album from Blackpink. I definitely think I'm going to slot this in right below Playing with Fire in the Certified Bangers tier. Ice Cream featuring Selena Gomez, Blackpink's first dabble into a fully English song, is just kind of alright. This might be a bit of a strange comparison or thing to liken it to, but it definitely feels a lot like if Blackpink made a Twice song, if that makes sense. It feels very phoned in. Like, you can tell that they put work into it, but, like, it isn't their best work. It's, I mean, I'll listen to it. It's an enjoyable listen. There's nothing objectively wrong about it. It's still a good song. Selena Gomez fills the part very nicely in there. All the girls have at least one good moment. It does feel like Jisoo doesn't have a lot of screen time in this song, along with Rosé. Definitely feels like Jennie stole this show a lot, which is fine. I do like Jennie's voice. It's just a bit strange that she had that much screen time. Along with Lisa, it feels like Lisa had a lot of moments in the song where she just kind of got to go off. All around, I mean, I feel like I definitely have to be in the mood to listen to this song, and if not, it's not exactly going to satisfy my taste. It's for that reason that I'm going to put Ice Cream featuring Selena Gomez in the I'm Finna Skip tier.
Blackpink, Cardi, tell me where you wanna go. I'll meet you with my bags at the door. I'm gonna make it go blind. Every time I walk, my hips they don't lie. Take me to your paradise, cause I don't wanna wait anymore.
I Bet You Wanna featuring Cardi B is, I think, what is the first stinker on this list. I'm just not a fan of Cardi B. I hate to say it, I'm not a fan of Cardi B, and I feel like she brought a really weird tone to this song, you know. It felt like all of the vocal lines were very kind of like disjointed. They were very stuttery. Especially, I hate to keep dogging on her, but especially Cardi B's section, it felt like she was very stop and start in terms of like the flow she was going for, and the whole I bet you wanna felt very sporadic throughout the song. I don't particularly love listening to this. It's definitely something that after this I don't think I'll listen to again, unless it's like I'm driving and it comes on and I physically can't turn it off. Then I mean, like, okay, whatever, then I'll listen to it. But like, this is definitely going in the broken heart emoji tier because it's just not a song I particularly want to hear again. Pretty Savage. If someone asked me, play me a Blackpink song that sums up Blackpink as a whole, I would play them Pretty Savage. I think Pretty Savage is the song that sums up Blackpink as a band the best. I mean, it has everything you could want from a Blackpink song. The bass is all there. It is a very bass heavy song. There's some really, really good instrumental passages in there. The overall flow of the song is incredibly fun to listen to, incredibly well paced. There's some really, really like fast paced parts. There's some really pretty slow paced parts, like the kind of bridge with Rosé singing before the final like outro of the song is really good. The intro with Ginny and that classic, pretty much I'd say iconic moment at this point. It's a fantastic song, and I mean, I will absolutely go back to that so often. That is such an amazing song, and one that I recommend to everyone to give a shot. I am without a doubt putting Pretty Savage in the absolutely perfect tier.
영원한 밤 천은 없는 방에 우리를 가둔 love. What can we say?
Lovesick Girls is, I'm gonna rip this band-aid off real quick. Lovesick Girls is my absolute favorite song by Blackpink. There is no doubt in my mind that that is not my favorite song that they have ever done as a collective group. And I must say, if you want a song, if your bias is Jisoo or Rosé, and you want a song, a Blackpink song in particular, where they just have the spotlight, Lovesick Girls is their moment. The bridge with Rosé and Jisoo legitimately gave me mega chills, and I still have slight chills as of talking right now. And the outro with the background vocals, the Lovesick Girls, and then Rosé singing over it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, personally, Rosé is my favorite. I think her voice is absolutely stunning. And her performance throughout this entire song is probably my favorite of this entire album, just because it is unbelievably beautiful. It's super powerful, and I just love every last bit of it. It's an incredibly powerful song. If you read the English lyrics, it's a very heartfelt song as well, and all around, I mean, there is no doubt in my mind that this is going in the very top of actually perfect tier.
I've been on a kiss and tell, send girls to wishing wells. If you're my man, I want you to myself.
Crazy Over You is the superior fully English Blackpink song so far. I really do love the instrumentation of this one. It's a very fun song to listen to. There's a lot of really good moments in it. I like the fact that the chorus is slower than the verses. That's a very creative choice that you don't actually see too often. The final section, before, like, the last 30 seconds as the outro, is very fast, and actually I believe the fastest part of the song itself. It's a very like fist pumpy motion, or like in set sequence. Forgot my words for a second there. Due to it all being in English, it's a very easy song to sing along to. It's a very enjoyable song, and so far I think it's one of the stronger songs off of this album. It's not on the same levels like Pretty Savage or Lovesick Girls, but I mean, it's definitely better than both of the collabs from earlier. And that's something I will say about a lot of Blackpink stuff, is I feel like they are better as a solo artist than they are in collabs, which is an interesting turn, since the entire thing about Blackpink is a collaboration between 4 people. But, I mean, I'm definitely going to be putting Crazy Over You at the very top of Certified Banger.
Love, 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 how you love to hate me. Kinda said that you always been like that. See me making waves and you don't like that. Driving through your puddles going splish splash. Splash, splash.
Love to Hate Me is the best of the English Blackpink songs. The chorus in this song is probably one of their best ones. It's super catchy. I absolutely adore just the flow of the entire song. I don't have a lot to say about it, just because it's just a solidly great song. The rap portion near the end is very good right before the final chorus. I like the effect where the last line, the "you ain't foolish, stupid," or whatever it says, like fades out in that kind of wave pattern, and then it's the "you ain't worth my love if you only love to hate me," and it like slaps the instrumentation back in. That's a very nice touch. I also really like the lyrics of this one. It's either to somebody or it's directly towards like the haters or people who claim to be fans but say they fell off or whatever. I just really like that kind of style of music. I very much enjoy that. Love to Hate Me is a very, very strong song, and it's going in the bottom of the second to top tier.
It keeps bringing me down, down, down. 모두 너무 쉽게 내뱉던 말 아마 틀린.
You Never Know. Yeah, I would honestly say that was most similar to Hope Not, just in the way that I can tell that it's a good song, I can tell there's emotion behind it, but it just didn't really resonate with me. I mean, the vocal performances were very good. That's the highlight of the song. All the members did a fantastic job singing that part, or singing that song. I can tell that it's a very powerful song if it hits right. And it just didn't really hit with me as well. I think I prefer it to Hope Not, just because I prefer the longer length of it, and the kind of last 30-45 seconds of it was really, really good. I did enjoy that part a lot. But it's, as a whole experience, it just didn't really resonate with me as much as I originally hoped it would. It is a song that I will listen to, like if it's on shuffle play, but it's not a song that I would go out of my way to listen to. So for that reason, it's going to go in the I like parts category. Pink Venom is an absolutely fantastic way to start off the Born Pink album. I mean, talk about a objectively fantastic song. My favorite parts of it are the intro. I definitely think that is a very strong intro with the I don't even know what it's called, but that very interesting stringed instrument. The like dum 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 dum. That's a really good way to start off the song and album, for that matter. The kind of R&B early 2000s rap part that like feels very like gangster, like flow wise. That's a very good part during the rap. That's probably my favorite of the Blackpink raps, just because it's a very good sounding instrumentation. And I adore the way that it flows into the song and all of that. It's just a very, very fun part to listen to. The pre-chorus is good throughout the song. I really like that. The build-up into the final chorus / chorus 2.0 is really good. I adore that part. All around, this is a fantastic song, and honestly, one of the group's best. For that reason, I'm putting this at the top of the second to highest tier.
Blackpink in your area. Yeah. Blackpink in your area. Yeah. Come begging and you're done and jug up sending.
Shutdown is one of the best rap-focused Blackpink songs that I think they have released so far. I remember watching the music video for it a little while back, and it having a lot of cool, like, nods to older music, a lot of cool nods to older projects, a lot of neat stuff like that. But the song itself is definitely very, very catchy. With when we pull up, you know, it's a shutdown. Like, that's a very catchy line. And this just feels like a very complete and good song. It's an objectively really well done song, which is a lot of their songs, if not all of them. They're all objectively well done. They've never made a bad song. And this is no exception. It's a very, very solid track. Is it one of my favorites off the album? It depends on the day, but it's definitely one that I find myself going back to a lot. And upon listening to it again, it is a very, very solid, very good rap-focused song with some very catchy portions, really good instrumentals, an actual part where the instrumental is the only thing going on, which is kind of rare in this style of music, which I really appreciate. So yeah, all around, Shutdown is going near the top of the certified banger tier. Type of Girl. Very good. Very catchy. Very, very catchy. It definitely has the same vibes as Crazy Over You. That kind of more sing-focused with the consistent beat, the bass. Definitely has that kind of vibe to it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as Crazy Over You, but it is very close to that. Those are the two songs that I would compare the most similarly with this. Or those two songs I would compare the most similar. It's just a very fun listen. It's a very good midpoint track, which, I mean, that's what it is. It's pretty much at that midpoint because I mean, that's where it is on the album. It's not a song that I would like go back to every single day like the songs in the top two tiers, but it is definitely one I could see myself putting on like once a week or a couple times a week. It's a very, very solid song. Just one that's very enjoyable, makes you want to kind of sway side to side, bob your head a bit. And for that reason, I'm going to put it right below Playing with Fire in the certified banger tier. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's a good song. I'll start off with that. It's a good song. But I definitely feel it's the weakest on this album so far. Nothing about it really spoke to me. It felt like, okay, this is your run-of-the-mill Blackpink song. It was just kind of okay. It went through the motions, went through the kind of the necessary parts of a song. It kind of just felt like you'd hear it on the radio and be like, okay, that was a song on the radio. Cool, sweet, let's do that. Vocal performances were pretty good, I will say that. And I like the I like the instrumentation. The instrumentation was very pleasant. But all around, it's nothing special, so that's why it's going in the top of, I mean, it's alright tier.
Ain't no magic to fix it. You should keep your distance. I'm only telling you because I care. Cause I'm hard to love, find it hard to trust when it feels too good. I just
Hard to Love, a fully rosé song actually off this album. And honestly, I have to say that's probably a contender for the most emotional Blackpink song that has been made. This and the next song up are two of the most emotional songs that they've ever made. This is a very emotional piece, something that's very, very open actually. You can tell that whenever they made it, or if Rosé wrote it herself, or whatever happened, you could tell that she put her heart and soul into it, and she really was very vulnerable in this song. It still has that traditional kind of Blackpink, more bouncy and uppity tone to it, but I think that really just works in the song's favor, because it makes you, like, the first time you hear it, you're kind of bobbing along. It's like, okay, this is fun, and then you go back and look at the lyrics, and you're like, wow, okay, this is very dark. This is a very, very powerful song, very emotional song, and it's one that's an earworm while also making you think, like, wow, that's something I can really relate to. And I mean, I definitely think this is one of their best songs. And while I don't think it goes in the actually perfect tier, it is going right behind Pink Venom in the second to top tier.
don't hold my hand, don't back me back, don't say that we'll make it through this. If I'm so beautiful, then why? The doors you slam.
Wow, okay, I'm fighting back tears right now. Okay, let's not cry on camera again. We did that enough in the MatPat video. Yeah, The Happiest Girl. I'm just gonna go on and say that is something. Okay, The Happiest Girl, that is absolutely the second best Blackpink song I've heard. That's going straight into the absolutely perfect tier. I love the production on that song. So in terms of instruments, it's just piano, and then there's some production like with some atmosphere, and then near the end, in the final chorus, because throughout the song they're really down here. Their vocals are very chill. They're very mellow throughout the song, and the vocal melodies and harmonies are incredible, because you have the main vocal up here, and then there's like three different vocalists, or if like it's the other ones, or just a bunch of layers of the same vocalist that are very like quiet in the mix and almost like whispers that gives the first 3/4 of the song a very haunting feel. And then you get to the final chorus, and all of a sudden they hit those high, the vocalists or the members start hitting those high notes, and it's just this big swell. There's like this orchestral element that comes in with like strings, and then the bass, like the very mellow bass, and then some drums come in, and it is powerful. You hit that final part, and it's incredible. I know I said that Hard to Love is one of the saddest songs. This is easily the saddest song they've done. It's so powerful. It's so depressing. It's not a easy song to listen to, not in the slightest. But what it is difficult to listen to about, while it's difficult to listen to, it is so powerful. And yeah, that's absolutely going in the top tier right behind Lovesick Girls.
say fuck it when I feel it.
Tally, very good. I mean, it's a very chill song. But I really enjoy it. That has a very good vibe to it. Very like I said, very chill. It's incredibly enjoyable. It's just a good kind of sit back, relax, and let the music take you kind of track. Kind of the same bass, drums that you've gotten throughout the album. But I really like the way that they were using this. They were used quite sparingly. They really complemented the vocals well. Which, speaking of the vocals, they were very pretty on this song. Very powerful, yet just enough to where it didn't feel like they were overdoing it. But yeah, nothing really else much more to say about it other than that's a really good song. And it's going right above Type of Girl on the tier list.
어른의 하루도 내 머릿속에 오직 와요 You Can't get you out of my head 밤새 미워하는 병에 슬픈 blue.
Ready for Love is an absolutely fantastic closer to the Blackpink album. It's exactly what you would expect from a Blackpink song. It has that same kind of vibe, that same kind of pace, but it does it in a way that's so refreshing after this album. Because a lot of this album has kind of its own flair to it. So to get this type of sound that's much more reminiscent of like the Forever Young era, or Forever Young, or Really, or even like you could say Kick It, to get that kind of feel with this is a very refreshing like way to bring you back and kind of take you back out of the album or slowly release you from it. Very chill vibe. Will definitely like hype you up if you're trying to get up in the morning. You put this on, you feel, energize you, get you moving. It's a very good song. Yeah, I definitely would put this over Shutdown. Honestly, I think this is going to go right up there with like Playing with Fire, maybe even above that. You know what? No, this is going at the top of Certified Banger, just because I really enjoy it. It brings a very familiar yet new sound to the table, and it's just a really chill song. The Girls. Oh, I hit my microphone. Let's not do that. The Girls is a very good, like, chill vibe song. Very fast paced, actually. And I think it's one of the shortest Blackpink songs. Just at like 2 minutes, 40 seconds. But what it doesn't have in length, it makes up for in just like, it's very fast paced. It packs in a lot. The rap in this one is actually really quick. I think it's one of Lisa's fastest raps, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very good song, actually. I don't have a lot to say about it because a lot of what I've said has been mirrored in other similar songs, but I just really enjoyed it. It's a song that's not talked about a lot from what I've seen, seeing as it's from a game OST, but it is the most recent song that Blackpink as a group have done as all together. So that has something, I guess. But yeah, that's going right behind How You Like That in the Certified Banger tier.
천진 나만 청순 가련 새침 한척 이젠 지쳤나 귀찮아 매일 뭐해 어디야 밥은 잘자 baby 자기 여보 보고 싶어.
Solo by Jinny is alright. It was the first ever of any of the girls' solo songs to be released, and by a large margin, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty large margin before any of the other girls did their solo tracks. But because of that, you could tell that it was kind of safe. It's a little bit of a safe song. It didn't really do too much in terms of like experimenting or doing her own thing. It did just feel like a Blackpink song with only Jennie. And there are parts of it that I do enjoy. I enjoy the final, like, kind of big drop, and I like other parts of the verses. But overall, it's not one of my favorite songs of the solos. And for that reason, I mean, as much as I love Jennie and I love all of these songs, and I appreciate her for being the first one to go out there, because I know that's not easy, this got to go in the I like parts tier. You and Me is by far Jennie's far superior single. It's just such a catchy track. It's a super interesting song to listen to as well, with the repeated like instrumental changes. The vocals are very catchy, very melodic, and then I absolutely adore the way they close out the song with that kind of grovelly spoken word verse. It's very interesting to hear Jennie use that side of her vocals, because it's not something we get to hear a lot from the Blackpink side of things, since they have a much more set in stone sound. So to hear Jennie have this more raspy tone to her voice is a very interesting and intriguing thing to hear, which I would love to hear more in future solos, or even in Blackpink's future music. It's just a very catchy song, very, very fun. I very much enjoy how this one is to listen to, and it's for that reason that this is going in the middle of the certified bangers tier.
My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Find you when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night.
On the Ground by Rosé is such an amazing song. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that anytime Rosé hits a high note, I get so many goosebumps. You can literally see all of my hair standing up, and it was even worse when she hit the high note. That song is such a powerful message. The saying, I've worked my whole life just to get it right, but now I realize everything I need is on the ground. The fact that she realized she doesn't need all the stuff she has, that powerful. I absolutely love that, because most of the time, all you need is on the ground. Like, whether that's friends, the simplicity of life, it's not what... You don't need all the fancy stuff. A lot of the time, the most impactful stuff is the things you make whenever you're at your lowest, like friends and memories. That's what's the most important in life. And it's incredible to see a song about that. Especially from a group of people who a lot of consider to be some of the best of their genre or of their generation. It's awesome to hear that, and it's just a fantastic song. It has a lot more of a poppy vibe to it. It reminds me a lot more of a You and Me, but Rosé's version, and it's a very, very strong song. And honestly, I'm gonna put that in the second to highest tier for that reason.
But it seems that you forgot. It's hard for me to blame you when you were already lost.
Gone is such an emotional song that I feel like so many people can relate to, and myself included. Like, there's a lot of very powerful lyrics in that song, and I've noticed that Rosé is consistently the one that has put out a lot of herself into her music, whether that's in Hard to Love or gone or on the ground. I've noticed she's consistently been the one to always put a lot of herself into her music. And it's just incredible to hear. In terms of instrumentation, it's very laid back. I mean, just a guitar, which that has an absolutely beautiful tone on it. It's doing a fantastic, like, and very chill riff throughout. And it's just, it's a very intimate sounding song. It's very laid back, very chill. Feels like something that you would hear, like, or that you'd put on late at night if you just want to kind of chill out and have, like, a feels session. Honestly, for that reason, it's going in the perfect tier. I can't think of any complaints for it, and yeah, it's just amazing. La Lisa is a very good rap song. Very, very enjoyable. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was her first ever solo debut, which, I mean, she absolutely knocked it out of the park with that song. It's a very impressively written song. Very catchy chorus. A lot of really good lines in there. I love the bass throughout. There's one drop at the end of the song after the second chorus, or going into like the final verse and chorus, that is really good, where the whole song kind of fades out and then drops back in with a new beat. It's really good, very catchy, very enjoyable. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't have anything else to say about it. It's just a very well written and produced song that is going straight into the certified bangers tier.
It's the end of the month and the weekend. I'ma spend this track, everything on me, yeah. I'ma tip myself, I'ma spend it on myself. I'ma drop it like it's pouring,
Money by Lisa was kinda alright. I'm not a big fan of songs that have that kind of tone to them, that are just like, money, money, spend money, money, look at my money, spend money, 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 I move my body for money, 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 spending money on clothes. Like, I don't know, that kind of lyricism never has done much for me, and that's pretty much all this song was. It was a lot of, I want this, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy this, look at my money, it flows down, makes me happy, I twerking from my money. The lyrics were a little weird, but it was, in terms of instrumentation, it was just kind of average. I'm gonna be honest, not my favorite thing ever. Kind of just okay. So it's sadly going in the I'm finna skip it tier.
Goatee sitting on a dash, she a rock star, make your favorite singer wanna rap. Baby la la Lisa, can you teach me Japanese? I said hype, hype. That's my life, baby, I'm a rock star.
The most recent song to be released by any of the members of Blackpink, Rockstar by Lisa, is actually surprisingly banging. Like, for it only being 2 minutes and 18 seconds, the shortest of all of their songs, I'm pretty sure. It's absolutely slapping. There's a couple really funny lines in there, like, it's not hype, baby, make you rock hard. And I don't know, I just find that line really funny. And the whole line about, Lisa, can you teach me Japanese? There's a lot of really silly lines in there, and it's a very enjoyable song to listen to. Like, it's in and out in a decent amount of time. I don't think I want it to be any longer, actually, which is weird for me because I love long songs, but that one does what it needs to, and it's in and out. It does what you need it to do, and it's gone. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I really like that style. It's a very interesting combo of genres, actually, and it makes me very hopeful that here coming in the near future there will be new Blackpink and just more solo stuff in general. it makes me very excited for the future. So honestly, I'm putting a Rockstar in the certified banger tier.
하나로 모자라 두 눈을 맞춰봐 반쪽을 원치는 나넌 나만 바라봐 그게 당연한 거야 욕심이 아니잖아.
All Eyes on Me by Jisoo is an absolute banger. Like, legitimately, that slaps so hard. Jisoo's voice is beautiful in that song. It's very impressive to see just how much she shines as a solo act. Her vocals really do carry that song. The instrumentation is nice. I do really like the music in the chorus. Other than that, the instrumentation is fine. It's standard, but I do really like the lead work during the instrumental chorus. The finale or the outro of the song is really good, with the pause before the final or like the big drop. That's really good. All around, I mean, this is a fantastic song. I really enjoy it. And Jisoo just knocked it out of the park. This is going in the absolute banger tier. Shocker. The final song of the day, Flower by Jisoo. I remember not really enjoying that song the first time I heard it, but my gosh, upon re-listening to it just now, that is fantastic. I'd argue that's one of the better of the solo projects. The instrumentation or the instrumentals and the production in general is super creative. The drop after the chorus in particular is super interesting to listen to, with the small ad-libs and vocalizations in the background, along with this very like kind of bouncy and almost funky instrumentation. It's very, very fun to listen to, and it absolutely blew me away. Jisoo's vocals in this one is even better than an All Eyes on Me. Having a very soul-filled and like chill delivery on a lot of the lines. It's just a very fun song to listen to, and one that I greatly enjoyed. There's no doubt in my mind that that's going into the second to highest tier. Alright, well, that wraps up this weirdly long video talking about some random Korean group that has no clue that I exist. So that's fun. If you have any bands that you suggest that you want to see me do this with, I might not do it song by song in the future, because this is a pretty small catalog and it took me this long. So I might do it based on albums in the future. Or if you have like series or YouTubers you want me to do this with. YouTubers might take me a little while. That might be a little bit of work. But yeah, this is just me testing out a format. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do all sorts of content here. I know the channel is called RCE Gaming, but I do a little bit of everything. There's some gaming, there's some reactions, there's some music content. I'll do anything. And then also I have another channel called RCE Kingston, where I talk about exclusively roller coasters, if you're interested in that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.